following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hi, welcome to the Ring and All of the Sports. My name is Leo Connors, along with my tag team partner, Derek Dukes. Derek,
what's up, baby?
Good to see you, pal.
Good to see you, brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Been a short week, seeing we had the long weekend last weekend.
Yep.
You know, so we got to get right into this though. We haven't covered NXT in a few weeks.
No, because we've been covering Independence.
Right, and we had Rich as our guest a couple weeks ago.
Which was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Love that guy.
Me too. But we want to start to go over the results for the last 3 weeks of the TV of the NXT, because next Wednesday night we got NXT TakeOver: The End.
First of all, one of the first ever cage matches
in NXT. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
It's going to be great.
Well, on May 18th, the NXT show, it opened up as they announced that Samoa Joe was going to defend his NXT title against the former champ Finn Balor.
Right.
In a steel cage.
Mm-hmm.
So we know we got that one set up. That was set up 3 weeks ago.
Right.
But as the show kicked off, we had Austin Aries teaming up with Shinsuke Nakamura to take on Blake and Murphy.
Well, and you know how that always going to go.
Yeah, and that was a heck of a match. Trouble was brewing right away between Blake and Murphy, right off the bat.
You could see it. They weren't tagging correctly.
Yeah.
They weren't, paying attention to each other.
Yeah.
You could see the swing.
And Blake offered to tag in, but Murphy waved them off, which was pretty much their downfall.
Right.
It looked like there was trouble brewing between Aries and Nakamura too.
Well, there was anyway. You could see that.
Because Aries reached out for the tag, and Nakamura ignored him.
Right.
And Nakamura hit him with the what's it called? The Kinshasa? Sash?
That kick.
Yeah, for the victory.
The kick.
And things at the end, they were smiling and they were doing okay, Nakamura and Aries, but we can't say the same for Blake and Murphy.
No.
As Alexa Bliss was pretty teed off.
Yeah, she was.
She threw up her hands and walked away. And then Blake turned his back on Murphy and left him at ringside.
So you know where that's going to go.
So it looks to be the end of Blake and Murphy. Still don't know where Alexa's going.
Yeah, I know. Well, supposedly what's going on right now is, which they're doing the brand split.
Right.
And the brand split, of course, is going to go right down the middle of who they want to bring here, who they want to bring here. I mean, it could be so bad where they could even break up the Wyatts, they could break up the Dudleys, they could break up, tag teams and stuff like that. They could put different people, which I'm really hoping they don't.
Right. Because they did that before, and it really messed things up.
And it went totally bad when they broke up the Dudleys, and they broke up the Hart Foundation, and they broke up all these guys who were tag teams. You're going, why? Well, because they hated tag teams.
Right.
And now with Triple H bringing tag teams back together and bringing all the ladies back up, which they're doing a phenomenal job. And as of this morning, finally, they're talking about Sister Abigail.
Nice. Now, I can't wait to see who plays Sister Abigail.
Suppose they heard it's Mika.
Really?
It's his sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that ought to be interesting. The chemistry ought to be right there then.
Well,
another Rotunda.
The funny quote goes something like, "She looks more like Bo Dallas than Bo Dallas." I thought that was a pretty good quote.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're going to see where that leads. I'm definitely looking forward to Sister Abigail. They've opened that door a long time ago.
Well, technically two names. Two names I heard. I heard, of course, Mika.
Yeah.
But I heard Paige. You believe that?
How are they going to pull that off?
Why would you?
Right, exactly. She's already been established. There's no reason to make her that.
There's no reason to give her that title, that position.
Everyone knows she's from another country.
Right. I mean, you already know what she's all about. I mean, unless they go in and do some sort of vignette where they're going to kidnap her and turn her, but supposedly, which I told you, months ago, that they've been going to bring up Mika anyway, which, excuse me, everybody. Mika is the youngest daughter of Mike Rotunda, who Mike Rotunda's sons are Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. So his last child is supposed to come up and be part of that whole genre.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It'll be good, though. I like that.
I like that. You're right, because it's somebody that we haven't seen yet, first off.
Correct.
You know, but like you said, if they can do Paige, That's really messed up.
I don't agree
really,
with it.
Really, I don't either. But so in the next match, we had Carmella taking on. She defeated Peyton Royce.
Yes.
Well, the Princess of Staten Island looked real good. Peyton Royce is pretty good. She's a pretty girl, pretty good in the ring.
Good moves.
You know.
Yeah.
She was actually on that show in Lowell.
Yes,
that
that's
I went
right.
to,
That's right.
and, she was really good. She teamed with it was Bailey and Carmella versus her and Dana Brooke.
Okay.
It was really a good match. But in the end, Carmella locked on the inverted triangle.
I
for
love
the tap
that.
out. That's a great looking
I
move, isn't it?
love that,
And she gets in
man.
it nice and smooth.
And she
too,
does
the
it perfect,
transition.
and she looks like
Yeah.
that's like part of her.
Yeah.
The way she looks,
Yeah.
it's like whoa, and
The
she does it
transition
perfect.
into that is perfect.
Yeah,
really,
excellent.
She does a great job. Next up, we had that great tag team match. We had Danny Burch teaming up with Rob Risen, two guys that I'm not familiar with.
Not at all.
They were pretty good though. They definitely
I mean, you could see their chain wrestling was definitely on point.
Yes,
So
yes.
you know they were definitely trained down there in Orlando.
right. Well, they took on one of our favorite teams right now in NXT, Johnny Gargano.
Oh, my God,
and
yeah.
hometown boy Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes.
Now being billed out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but as far as we'll always know him as, from Lowell, Massachusetts.
That's right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
right. Well, Milwaukee,
chaotic
isn't that where him
wrestling.
and his wife moved to?
Yeah, that's where they moved to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he's from Massachusetts.
Oh, he's from here, of
originally.
course.
Yeah, yeah. And we love Tommaso. But it was a good tag team match. And you know, Gargano and Ciampa seem to look better and better every. Not that they looked bad ever.
No.
But every week.
But it
they
seems
look
like they're getting
better.
stronger.
Yeah.
Yes.
They look better and better.
Definitely.
It was great double team moves, by both teams. Especially the super kick and the running knee.
Yes.
Which is what they use as their combo, their finisher. And they hit that. They devastated Ryzen to a well-earned 1-2-3
Yep.
victory. Again, I was impressed a little bit with Ryzen and Birch. They definitely are a pretty good team.
Yep, definitely.
You know, they're young. You can tell they don't have a wicked lot of experience.
Right.
But you never know where they're going to go with them. I mean, they looked good.
Listen, you're already working for NXT.
Exactly.
There's only one other place you can go.
Right.
I mean, unless you suck.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Of course, then you can go.
then-
Then you go to TNA.
right, then you go over to Impact.
Sorry,
Correct.
guys. Sorry, whoever's
I'm not
in TNA,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
You know. But next up, we had the main event, and this girl was in the main event a couple weeks in a row, as we had The Rock's cousin Nia Jax.
Yep.
She defeated Bayley. Now they have not touched each other since Takeover London.
Since she made her tap out.
When Bayley
Right.
made Nia Jax tap out with me and Derek, still can't understand
That's-
that at all.
But gee,
they're making her a monster.
but now they're making her a
Now
monster.
they're making her a monster.
What are you doing?
Right. But the outcome of this match would be drastically different compared to the other one.
Yeah, but
you know?
also what happened.
Yeah.
You know, so everything went awry after that because they didn't know what the hell to do because
Right.
now you're a legit person who's supposed to go up against Oscar for the title and so on and so forth is now injured again.
Yeah, I know.
Gee, don't you think that they see, no offense, Wade Barrett,
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd, these guys who keep getting hurt
Yeah.
and keep happening. I know you're in NXT. I know you do a great. I'm talking about her, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
She
yeah.
does a great job.
Yeah.
But you know what? Every time this girl gets hurt, every other match.
Well, the Towering Jax focused a lot on her left arm, which was weird because that wasn't what she ended up
I
going
know.
with the finish for. But
Of course, you're taught in school class. It's always the left side.
yes. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
always the left side. So go showing that she was doing the correct thing.
Yes.
Which goes to show you her training's on point.
Yep.
You know, and it kills me too because she's not. Excuse the terminology. You know, I hate this terminology. The diva look.
Right.
She's a bigger girl. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
she's a
pretty
beautiful,
girl.
pretty
Big-
girl.
Big girl.
But she's a bigger girl than most of the girls
Yeah.
who are over in NXT
Right.
or WWE. But they wanted to see, because of her bloodline,
Yep.
who and what she could be.
Right.
And now,
Started to show it.
big push.
Yeah, definitely. And in the end, Nia hit Bayley with the big devastating leg drop to the back of the head. Got the 1-2-3 with the pretty impressive victory.
No offense. If you're going to play a monster,
Yeah.
have a monster finish.
Yeah.
A leg drop.
Yeah, but it was to the back of the head, though. That
Right,
was
what's
why
this-
they did that.
What's this, 1984?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Oh, Hulk Hogan's
style,
gonna
yeah.
finish?
He's beat. The Iron Sheik. I can't do him.
You know what I
can't
mean?
do the Sheiky, baby.
Right,
I
you know,
can't. I
it-
wish I could.
And it just, she should have some sort of, you know what she, like for instance, remember how King Kong Bundy used to finish?
Yeah.
Big splash in the
Yep,
corner.
yep.
as soon as you were falling off the
He
rope,
hit the ropes.
boom,
Boom.
splash you,
Yeah.
look for the 5.
Yep, yep.
Instead, this girl, no finisher, boom, done. Looks around, off the one quick
One
off the
quick
rope
leg
with a
drop.
leg drop.
Yep.
Probably time for Matt Bloom to kind of tell her maybe
but
we need a better finisher,
yeah. Well, hopefully that'll come down the line. You
which
know,
eventually
right now.
hopes it will.
Right.
You know,
There's
but
plenty of time for it.
when
to
you're
learn
dropping
new
the leg
stuff.
in the back of someone's head, that's not a finisher.
To them, I guess it is.
Well,
85
1985 it
You know
is.
what I mean? You're knocking 84, 85. But I
Right.
guess to them in NXT right now,
I guess
it's
it is.
it's her
It
finish.
is what it is, right.
So from there, we're going to move on to the next week's taping, which was May 25th.
Yep.
Wednesday night, obviously. That's when they always wrestle. And this time it was Gargano and Ciampa started the show off.
Yep.
And they took on a team that you're going to hear a lot about.
Oh, yeah.
In the next
Yep.
couple of years.
Yep.
TM61, Shane Thorne and Nick Miller. These kids are from Australia.
Yep.
They wrestled over in New Japan,
Mm-hmm.
Noah. They wrestled pretty
Yep.
much all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a pretty good tag team. What
Quick.
did you think about those
Quick.
guys? Very quick.
I mean, fast.
Yeah.
You could tell that they've been a tag team a long time
Yes.
together.
They've been for 4 or 5 years
yeah.
at least.
So you can tell, kind of like how you see the Dudleys work.
Yep.
What's it been? 4 years now for the New Day. See how quick they
Oh,
work
about
now.
3 to 4 years, yeah.
Right? See what I mean? So when you're with someone for a long time and you're doing your
Right.
thing, you learn how to do,
Yes.
you know, how to, what you can see finally, people are finally starting to cut the ring off.
Yeah.
Is what you're supposed to do. I told you. Google, YouTube, whatever you want to do. Google the Andersons,
Oh, yeah.
the Medicine or Wrecking Crew against whoever, or just Google the Horsemen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, that is chain professional tag team wrestling.
Cutting that ring off.
You cut the ring in half, and you work on a body part.
Yep.
Finally, people are starting to do that.
Well, TM61 sure did. Is they kept Gargano in that ring
Yeah,
for a while.
long time.
And they cut the ring off left and right.
I mean, those are good 18 minutes in that for that one.
Yeah, and it was right now possibly though, like I was saying earlier, like Ciampa and Gargano, they're like the hottest tag team
Yeah.
in NXT
They-
right now.
Well, next to the tag team champions.
Well, but these guys have been on TV every week,
Right,
though.
right.
You know what I mean? And they're pushing them, and they're hot.
Mhm.
And they've also still doing their indies. Too,
I know.
because Tommaso just was on the Beyond show
Yep.
down in Rhode Island, and if I'm not mistaken, he's on the show on the 26th that I'm going to be going to,
okay.
June 26th. But finally, Johnny Wrestling was able to make the hot tag.
Yep.
You know, Ciampa came in the ring. He started going at it. You know, taking these two guys to the limit, and the two teams left it all in the ring.
Yep.
You know, and it was a big, fast-paced, back and forth match.
good
Like you
finish.
said, 18 minutes.
Yep.
The finish was fantastic as they hit the running knee super kick
Yep.
combination on Thorne for the 1-2-3.
Great finish.
And Gargano and Ciampa. What I really liked is Gargano and Ciampa gave the nod to those guys after the
Definitely.
match to let them know that, you know, you guys are something special.
Yep,
to it.
definitely.
And I expect real big things from TM61. I don't even expect them to be in NXT that long
No.
like some guys. I
Nope.
say about a year they'll be up on the big stage. I really do.
Okay, that's
because they've been a team for so long, like
Right.
you know what I mean, that they have it already. The crispness
Yep.
and everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They know exactly what each one is
Mhm.
going to do as the guy's doing
Doing
They
it,
know
yeah.
the next step.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I was really, really impressed. I had seen tapes of these guys. And they seems to me like they're a little leaner than they used to be too.
Yeah,
a little
you,
thinner.
you saw that?
Yeah,
I know
you
that
what
too.
I mean? They weren't as bulky as they were
Mhm.
when I saw them in Japan. But definitely great tag team match. If you haven't seen it, you can still check it out on the WWE Network
Or $9.99.
There you go. Next up, we had Austin Aries and Shinsuke Nakamura. I didn't even drink this week. I was
know.
talking better last week.
I know, right?
But they argued over who's going to be the new NXT #1 contender
Yeah.
after the big match
Yep.
between Joe and Balor
Right.
at TakeOver the End.
So, what did they do?
So what? Of course, then William Regal comes down
Oh, man.
and says, "You guys are going to wrestle."
That is going to be a crazy
Yes.
match.
Yes.
And that's going to go back. It's not going to be one
Yeah.
way.
Right. Oh no. No.
I can tell you right now, that's going to be 20
that
minutes
might steal the show.
of going back. Well, usually, Shinsuke usually does.
But I'm just saying, there's so many. We're gonna at the end. We're gonna go over the whole
Right.
card, anyways. But yeah, he usually does. But there's a lot of good matches. Just
Oh, I
Joe
know.
and Balor. I
Right.
mean that. But I really do believe that Austin Aries and Nakamura can steal the show. Man.
And
These guys are incredible.
A-Double's unbelievable anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's great.
And he feels like he's been overlooked. I like that part. That
Yeah,
was really
yep,
good in his
that was
little
good.
promo
That was
there,
good.
you know? I've been under the radar, he kept saying. And maybe he has. Maybe he has. So we're going to see where that goes.
Find out on that one.
That's going to be a heck of a match. But next up, we had No Way Jose.
Oh, my God.
Listen, all right. I'm going to tell you right now, some people have been on him, like shitting on him.
Yep.
Okay? Personally, this is the first dancing gimmick I've kind of liked in a long time. This guy has got charisma, though. He really does.
I don't know anything about this guy, though.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about him either.
No.
But he took on Jonathan Ortagan.
Yeah.
Ortagan?
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. But the fun-loving Jose proved that he can do more than dance. You got to admit, he looked good.
Yeah.
You know? He,
Like I said, I'd like to do a little more research on him, see where, just by his look, especially if he's already over in NXT.
Yeah.
Had to come from somewhere.
Right. Well, Caribbean. Oh, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did he work for Carlos Colon?
Right.
Did
he come from the Indies somewhere?
Exactly.
No,
Where did he come from?
Right.
I'd like to get a little info on that kid.
That's some homework for us to do.
There you
this
go.
week
Perfect.
Then, you know. But the Caribbean superstar hit Ortagan with the big right hand and the Cobra Clutch Slam.
Yes.
For the 1, 2, 3, and then he got right back to dancing.
Yeah, but over at the announcer.
Yeah.
At the announce
but
table.
It was pretty funny.
It was pretty good.
I don't know. I like this kid. I think he's quick. He's good-sized guy. He's not a little tiny guy.
No, he's not a little guy at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a guy that can move. Fandango could really learn a few things from this guy.
What kills me about that is Johnny Fandango.
Yeah.
How do you give a guy a gimmick who doesn't know how to dance?
I know.
I think
he tries his best. Though.
I think that was an original rib.
Oh, probably.
I think that was a rib to him back in the day because Johnny, we know John. I know
He can't
Johnny.
dance.
He can't dance.
No, he doesn't do a very
No,
good
he
job
does.
of it.
He can't dance, and I think it was just the gimmick anyway.
Right. But he does the best he can.
But he
with
does
gimmick,
the best
though.
he can with the gimmick he was given.
Yeah.
You know.
I pop when I see Johnny come out because he's a local boy.
Because you're a local boy, so that's I'm gonna watch him anyway.
Right.
You know, and I enjoy Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
It's too bad that
I don't.
they put him on the back burner and now they're bringing him up again. Oh,
Yeah.
back burner, I'll bring him up again. So maybe they'll give him something to do for now.
Right.
There's only you don't get sent back.
Right.
You get released.
Right.
You know,
True.
like that idiot from the Funkadactyls who said, "Oh, I'm going to go back to NXT."
Oh God, Cameron.
Cameron,
Yeah.
moron.
Total moron.
Oh, I'm going to leave WWE. I'm going to go to NXT and get better.
Took her about 8 months to get released. About that, right?
Had to be.
Had to be at least 8 months.
At
I'd
least
say.
8 months to a
Yeah.
year she was there,
Yeah.
getting better.
Yeah. This is the girl, if you guys don't remember, but she tried to pin somebody while they were laying on their stomach, and literally for real, turned to the referee and said, "Count." The referee said, "You got to turn her
Yeah,
over."
she did the.
And she was like flabbergasted, like
did that-
she didn't understand.
She did the little split thing,
Yes.
and she was like, "Count," but she was.
Yeah, they were on their stomach,
Right.
not their shoulders weren't.
So
pinned.
everybody, I mean, you could even see the crowd. The crowd pop
Oh
laughing.
yeah, everybody was laughing.
If you're that stupid,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in that business.
Well, I heard she's going to be doing the next Icons of Wrestling
Oh,
convention.
no.
And it's so funny, like people are commenting on Rob's page when
Oh,
he announced
no.
it, saying, "Is Vinny going to be there, her boyfriend?" Because that's pretty much. I mean, Vinny's more of a star than
Oh,
she
my
is
God.
from the Diva show.
No kidding.
Everybody liked that kid, Vinny.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We felt bad for him. That's what it was.
We all felt bad for
Hell,
Vinny.
Hey, listen, the girl's beautiful. She's dumb as dirt.
And you know what? And on a
When it comes to the business.
Yes,
I'm
on
sorry.
our side.
She's not dumb as dirt.
right.
Well, she kind of is.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she's. But I mean, it's also the fact of the matter of that she's not a good worker.
No.
She can't chain. She can't. I mean, the matches she did have were atrocious.
Atrocious.
So, I'm going to send myself back to NXT.
That was the dumbest move.
Under a
anybody could
year
make.
and you're
Yeah.
gone. Because let me ask you a question. You watch a lot of NXT, right?
Yeah.
I know I do too.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of NXT.
Right.
When's the last time you seen it work? I'll wait. Thank you. You don't have to answer me because you don't.
It was like 5-6 months ago when she took on Asuka, and Asuka beat the crap
Oh,
out of her.
And you
I
know,
think that was for real. Like,
and you
know
know
what I mean?
why?
Because she's dumb and she.
Well, you know why they put her in there with Asuka.
Yeah, to discourage her. Yeah,
Receipt.
discourage her from wanting to be a pro wrestler.
Or to see if she could take the beating.
Right.
Because you
She did take
trust
the
me.
beating, though.
Trust me when I tell you. YouTube that match.
Oh yeah. The back fists alone were incredible.
Man, oh man,
It was incredible.
that was a shoot.
yeah.
And
that was awesome.
She didn't have to sell it
right.
because Asuka was doing it
Yeah.
legit shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So
It was crazy.
other than that, goodbye.
yeah. Okay, so now, 2 weeks in a row in the main event, we had Nia Jax in the
Yep.
main event. This time she was in a triple threat #1 contenders match for the women's NXT title.
Which wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
But but it kills me too because she got hurt during the match.
Right.
So that's why they put her over
Right.
Bayley anyway.
Yeah.
Bayley was supposed to go over and then meet Oscar at the pay-per-view.
And Bayley got hurt.
And then probably go to the main stage.
Right.
But
She'll probably go to the main stage now without another title victory.
which, you know what? As soon as she gets better, she probably will head to the main stage.
I think she's popular enough. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
She's totally popular.
Oh, yeah,
enough,
definitely.
you know what I mean? The fans do love Bayley. The little, thing they're going with that.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
That blows up.
Yep.
What do they call those?
I don't even know, man.
And you see them at car dealerships, so like the things that wave, they blow it up.
With
It's
the
pretty
air
cool.
in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. I mean, she does a good job. You weren't too big of a fan, but I think you're coming around on Bayley a little bit. Because I really do think she's pretty good.
I'm really not because
Okay.
I don't see her style.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
see her style. As much as I don't see Carmella's style, but you see Carmella tries. I think Bayley tries too hard.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'll have to pay attention to that.
Pay a little more when you see
To
the
her,
way
I just want to pay attention to stuff like that.
when you see her go
Yeah.
into like real quick. For instance, the worst match I've seen in weeks was Raw had Natalya
Yep.
against the girl from NXT, the blonde.
Oh, Dana Brooke.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What
That was a couple weeks
a
ago.
train
correct?
wreck!
2 weeks ago?
What a train wreck! Are you kidding me? That was terrible.
And Dana went over.
Neither one of them
With
can
the Michinoku driver.
Neither one of them in a terrible one at that.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for you to say something
Natalia's
about that.
been in this business her whole life and
Yeah.
still sells horrible. She can't sell. And the blonde, forget it. Forget it, man.
Right.
You can see her setting up the move and Natalya, oh, okay. And like, oh my God, it's not supposed to be like this.
Right. Supposed to be
Terrible
smooth.
match.
Smooth.
Terrible match. I think that match was probably 6-7 minutes. I think they cut under 8 because and you saw the ref a few times go in there.
Right.
You could tell he was telling her to bring it home. This is
You
horrible.
think Natalya kind of did that to make her look bad?
No, because I've noticed a lot of Natalya's matches
Okay.
lately are horrible.
Okay.
She should nothing against the Hart family because I know
Right.
where she came from. The
Right.
only woman from
Right.
the dungeon.
Yeah.
Time to be a valet. Sorry, my
I
opinion.
hear you. What she wanted, remember that dominatrix thing she
Oh,
wanted to pull off?
God.
That was, and I'm sorry, but I like to watch Tyson Kidd wrestle,
Yep.
but I was pretty disgusted when she was parading around in her bra and underwear and he wanted to pet the cat.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with you, kid?
I know.
What's wrong with you?
Terrible.
Seriously.
Terrible.
I mean, you're a great wrestler and all that, and you're probably a great person. What the hell's wrong with you, man? You had a half-naked girl in front of you, and you
Especially
wanted to pet the cat.
especially if someone as beautiful as Natalya.
Yeah.
You know,
Come on.
that's your wife, man.
Yeah. I was,
Sorry, turn the camera off.
Yeah.
Guys, go see somebody else.
Exactly.
I'm
not trying
home.
to get perverted here, but honestly and truthfully, what's wrong with you?
Right.
She was letting you know that she needed some attention, and all you want to do is pet the cat. What are you, Teddy Hart?
Right.
You know what I mean? Honestly, I just saw real quick. Just get off topic for a second. I just listened to Cole Cabana's newest podcast
Yep.
with Teddy Hart.
Yep.
Hear
It was good.
That was awesome.
Very good.
Awesome. Some of the stories Teddy tells.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to believe them or not.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
'Cause they're out there,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, me and my friends did crazy things, but if it's true what Teddy did,
Mm-hmm.
so if you haven't listened to it, check out Cole Cabana's podcast, the one with Teddy Hart. Check them all out, anyways. They're all really good.
Because Colt's awesome.
Awesome. But all right, so we in the triple threat match, Nia Jax versus Carmella versus Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
They went back and forth for a while. Alexa Bliss started the match by rolling out of the ring, kind
Hey,
of smart.
yeah, you see
and
that?
letting them go at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart. It's
Mhm.
a Larry Zbyszko type
Yep.
move. You know what I mean? Smart wrestlers
Yep,
do stuff
definitely.
like that. But they went back and forth. But the power Nia Jax has is just a little too much for Carmella.
Yep.
And she was, putting a beating on her. And then after Jax hurt her shoulder diving into the post, that's when Alexa Bliss decided
Right.
to come back and into the match. And she started pummeling Carmella, and she even hit Jax with the sparkle splash. Which some of these names,
I know.
dude, come on.
I know.
It's like ridiculous. They all have to have same move as somebody else, the stinger splash.
Right.
Now it's a sparkle
Yep.
splash.
Right.
But Jax reasserted her dominance, though. But the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella, she recovered. and tried to submit both competitors.
Yep.
One with the sleeper hold, which was Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
And the other one, what was it with that move? God.
Like I said, they have the crazy names for all that
but
stuff.
She was trying to put the sleeper on Alexa Bliss, and she tried to put, maybe it was the inverted triangle. I think that's what it was on Nia. But Nia got 3. Hit the big leg drop on Carmella for the 1, 2, 3.
The big leg drop.
And then Asuka comes out, who I'm still in love with, just so you know. I'm still in love with the Sorry Maria, but I am. I've never really been attracted to Japanese women, but maybe one that could kick my butt.
Yeah, but
maybe that's why.
that smile, though.
She's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Stunning.
Yes. But they came out and they did a nice stare down at the end. I'm definitely interested in seeing this match.
Ooh,
I really am. Because we know what Asuka can do. And Nia's looked pretty good the last couple
offense,
weeks.
I really feel bad for Nia on this match.
Yeah.
She's going to get tuned up.
She's probably going to get tuned up.
She's gonna get tuned up.
I agree.
She's taking a beating.
You think she's going to take a big-time beating? Huh?
Yep, I do.
Well, I hope so.
Me too.
I hope so. Well, so we got to move on to the NXT from last night.
Yep.
Because tonight's June 2nd, Thursday. So June 1st, the show opened up at the Revival, stating they're going to win the NXT Tag Team titles.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And from the American Alpha. And who comes out? Gargano and Ciampa.
Yep.
They all disagree. A little scuffle ensues. And Ciampa,
You did it again.
Gargano and Ciampa chase them up the ramp. Well, they run up the ramp.
Right.
Sorry. As Gargano and Ciampa stand in the ring. And it sets up for the match later on that night.
Yep.
Last night between Gargano and Ciampa
Yep.
versus the Revival. Next up, we had Ty Dillinger.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out and he takes on Buddy Murphy
Mm-hmm.
of Blake and Murphy. And you can see Murphy's still a little lost by himself. You know,
He plays it well. He does
that's
a good
what
job.
I'm saying. It was definitely part of
Yeah,
the show.
does a good
You know what
job.
I mean? He's a little lost. The Perfect 10 wins with the slamming Murphy's head onto his knee to pick up the victory.
Yep.
I feel bad for Murphy in a way. I really do. The way how he was coming out, by himself, kind of looking over his shoulder, like, he looked lost.
Yep.
And I did a good job. But Ty Dillinger beats Buddy Murphy.
Yep.
Next up, we had I'm sorry. They went backstage. Well, not backstage to a room, just like where me and Derek are sitting.
Yep.
And it was Samoa Joe and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And they went back sitting with Corey Graves, who I really like Corey Graves. I think he's going to be with the WWE for a long time.
Well, let's hope so because, Mr. Concussion, not that I know anything about them, trust me. But every time the kid worked, he got a concussion.
Yeah,
so
he was a good worker, too, though. I used to love Sterling James Keenan
Yes.
in the Indies.
And he took too many concussions. So
Yeah.
but I'm glad. See, that goes to show you we'll go back to Adam Rose, unfortunately.
Right.
But they gave Adam Rose a chance,
Yep.
and he blew that. But, a kid, if you can't wrestle, you can't work.
Right. Well, that's why, remember when we had Rich on a couple weeks ago, I asked him about Max.
Right.
Because they gave Max a job.
Right.
And then I hadn't heard anything. That's why I asked him. I didn't know Max was back at
Right.
home. You know what I mean?
And see, I haven't
Shout
heard.
out to Max Bauer. A lot of entertaining matches at Chaotic Wrestling for us.
I haven't seen or heard from Max in a long time.
Right.
So now we know why.
Yeah.
So he's working. So he was working, probably with Maddie and doing some backstage stuff, and they really probably released him.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But so they went back and forth. Joe telling him how he's going to retain the title, and how Finn says he's going to win the title.
Right.
Back. Who do you like in this match?
Well,
I know who I like.
Well, considering I hear about the storyline, what's going on,
Right.
no matter what, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
But SoCal.
I think so too.
Yeah, baby.
And I love Finn Balor too. I
Yeah.
do. But I'll never root against Joe.
Right.
I won't.
Right.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Exactly.
It's hard not to root for a guy who's nice as anything, man, when you meet him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
When they're that nice, it's hard to boo him.
Mhm.
It really is. It wasn't hard to boo Mojo Rawley that night.
Right.
But it was cool to meet him at the
Yes,
end of the show.
of
I will
course.
say that.
It's different.
But so they had a little back and forth with Corey Graves. Corey Graves was very interested in hearing what they both had to say. Like I said, I expect to see Corey Graves up in the WWE in a year or two, being the man. Really. Hopefully Michael Cole
Oh my
can
God.
disappear.
Please.
Maybe Byron's getting a little better as time goes on. Maybe it'll be Byron
I don't
and
know.
Corey Graves down the line.
Whoever this new guy is on SmackDown, this
You don't like Mauro Ranallo?
Is that who that?
Yeah.
I don't forget
Oh,
about
I
it.
love that guy.
Forget about it.
Oh, Mauro Ranallo, he's like a legend, dude. 17, 16 years old, broadcasting Calgary Stampede Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Pride fighting.
Right.
Bellator, all kinds of stuff. Showtime boxing.
Yep.
He does a podcast with one of the greatest fighters of all time, Bass Rutten.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mauro Ranallo.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear that you don't like him. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
But next up, we had Austin Aries as he defeated a guy that neither one of us are too high on, Elias Sampson.
Yeah.
The Drifter,
Yeah.
the Loner,
Yep.
whatever you want to call him, but who cares?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Nothing personal, dude, but really, you do nothing for me. You don't even smash anybody with a guitar.
You know, he's not. Yeah. No, we call it, of course. You and I call it a pulling a Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
Yep.
but you don't even use it.
Nope.
At least Jeff used it.
Right. Smash it.
Yeah, and the baby powder would go
Yep.
everywhere.
Believe
you know?
it.
But Aries wins by submission with the last chancery.
Yep.
That's what they call that move. And that's a good move, too.
Yep.
He gets into that real smooth, too, just like we were talking about earlier with Carmella, who I was surprised got into the inverted
Yep.
triangle so smoothly.
I know.
You know what I mean? Seriously, because she definitely doesn't have a lot of experience.
Nope.
While Aries obviously does. He's
Yes.
been wrestling for, what, 14, 15,
oh my God.
16
He's
years?
been everywhere.
Right.
You know.
So he's got to be at least 15, right? Or
Yep.
close to it.
At least.
Next up, we had in the main event, we had Gargano and Ciampa taking on the Revival. It wasn't looking good for a while for Gargano and Ciampa.
I know
It
it.
looked like the Revival was going to win this match.
It was kind of weird how they let that go. You figure that last match was probably what, 18 minutes,
15 to 18.
right?
Yeah, easy.
And
Well,
I
they've
would
been
say-
giving them that kind of time
I know, but I
anyways.
would say 13 to 14 of it was all.
Yeah, the Revival.
Wow, I'm like, wow.
And then at the end, it was a victory by small package, which
I
I,
know.
haven't seen a small package in a long time.
That's why I said, is this 1984?
Yeah, yeah. Gargano rolled up Dawson for the 1-2-3. So it looks
Great
like,
win, though. Great win.
It looks to me like after this takeover, the end, which whoever wins the title, whether it's the Revival or American Alpha retain,
Right.
they're going to be heading into that ring against Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm wondering if they're pushing this far like this because they want to bring, like I said, I'm very excited about the tag team thing they're doing.
Right.
I'm wondering if they're going to put them over against them to bring them up as a tag team over to WWE because they're splitting the brand.
That could be
You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they're tag team champions. They'd be doing a great job. But maybe they're doing it this way to put Johnny and Ciampa to get the titles,
Right.
to let them go up to the main brand.
Maybe, but you know what I was thinking too? Is Kurt Angle's contract up in TNA?
Ben,
It's been up, right?
yeah, he's doing indie shows.
So American Alpha comes up to the WWE. Who better man to bring him up?
I mean, even better. And let's put it this way: we already know Cody is released.
Yes.
Cody's first match
Yep.
in the Indies
It's against Angle.
is against Kurt Angle.
Was that for NEW?
Can you believe that?
Wow.
Oh
a
my
big
God.
match. That's a big match. It's probably the biggest match of Cody's career.
On that side of it,
close to
on
it.
that side, of course,
Close to it.
of course.
Wow.
But listen, you know how I feel when it comes to, I don't like where my character's going.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
Shut up.
Just better yourself.
All right.
He asked to be that character.
I know. And then someone said he was complaining about being the character. I went, he asked for it.
Yeah. I don't understand how he can be upset about it when he asked for
That
it.
was-
And they gave him what he wanted.
That was his calling.
Yeah.
He says, I want to try this.
Yeah.
Remember how people would call him Cody backstage and he'd snap,
Yeah.
Well, okay, great. But, I don't like where my character's going. I don't like this. I don't like that. Listen, oh, my God. Brother, how many times have I told you and I've said,
Right.
here's the shovel, go into the
Yeah.
tide.
Absolutely. I agree.
I
you
just-
know how I feel about work.
Oh,
That's-
ditto.
Do whatever you're asked, whatever you're told.
Especially at that main level with
Right.
his name, who he
Right.
is.
And the money he must have been making.
Oh, come on, man. Forget about it. You know what his name is a legacy anyway?
Yeah.
And you're going to pull this?
Right. Well, you know he's making some pretty good money on the indies, though, for an indie guy. There's no doubt.
Especially him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Coming, and there's going to be no problem getting bookings everywhere
No.
and anywhere.
Look at Aaron.
You know, yeah.
Can't touch him right now.
He's going to be wrestling for WrestlePro.
You can't touch him right now.
Matter of fact, did you see the next WrestlePro show? It's like
I did.
June 11th
Yeah.
or something like. Did you see Matthews versus Dickinson?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Mhm.
dude. makes me want to take a trip down
I know.
there. Seriously.
I know.
I mean, if we got to go down there sometime to a WrestlePro show, though, anyways, seriously, I
Check 'em
really
out.
want to go. It's way less than Philly.
Yeah.
It's like 2 hours less than a ride to Philly.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
And if we did it like that, we could come back the same night. We really
Especially
could.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
4 hours. You know what I mean? Come back the same night. We'll look into that.
I think we should.
But I think if there's a I can't do it this month, but if there's a rematch with Dickinson and Matthews,
yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Me
Because I'm
too.
telling you, I'm a fan of Kevin Matthews. A big dude,
Yeah, yep.
good wrestler, good on the mic.
Yep.
And, you know, I love Dickinson's awesome, too.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see that. But to end this show on the 25th, they had Nia Jax and Asuka
Yep.
with the contract signing.
Yep.
And now with every contract signing that's ever happened, you would think, right, that they're going to touch.
Right.
And, of course, they did.
Yep.
Nia destroyed her.
Yep.
In the end, they went back. You know, there was a
Back
little
and forth, back and
but
forth.
in the end, Nia crushed her
Right.
and looked, like you like to say, looked strong,
It's about time
heading off the year.
they're using her to be, and I'm not saying this sexist wise, but
Right.
because she's a big girl
Right.
and Asuka's so small, they made her look like a monster.
Right.
It's about time.
Yeah.
That is supposed to be the gimmick.
Right.
Well, give it to her.
Right. And we had talked last week and the weeks before
Yep.
about how many monsters they drop the ball on.
Exactly.
They make them dancing guys.
Oh,
You know,
God.
things like that. I mean, Brodus Clay never should have been anything but
Nope.
a monster.
Nope.
Anything but a monster.
Agreed.
All right. So now everything's set up for NXT TakeOver the
Yep.
End, which is next Wednesday night, June 8th, on
The WWE Network,
for $9.99.
$9.99.
So they got Ty Dillinger
Mhm.
is taking on Andrade Cien Almas. I'm not too familiar with him.
Neither am
I've only
I.
seen him wrestle once. He's not bad. He's not bad. But I think this match is set up for Ty to win the perfect 10. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
I think it really is. But you never know. Austin Aries versus Shinsuke Nakamura. But before we go back, let's give our who you think's going to win. Okay,
All right.
so Ty Dillinger versus Almas. Who do you think?
10.
10, me too. Austin Aries against Nakamura.
Man, why are you doing this to me?
I know.
Two of the baddest guys on the planet.
Yeah.
But to further either one's careers, Shinsuke.
See, I'm going to go with Aries.
I would go-
Because how he's sitting. No, but only
I
because
would go with Dan anyway, but
Yeah.
you know how they're pushing Shinsuke,
Right.
man.
But the way he's been saying how he's been flying under the radar
Yeah.
and all that, something tells me that
Oh, I would love to see him.
Aries is going to pull a dirty move and get the victory.
Good. But
Right.
you have to
No, I
remember,
hear
you have to remember that Shinsuke is a dirty player anyway.
Yes, he is.
You know?
Yes, he is.
Right now he's playing the good guy.
Yeah. Well,
Aries,
the fans are making him. The good
Aries
guy.
has always been a heel.
Yeah.
So-
He's right. You're right. Because even when he first came into Ring of Honor in 2004,
Heel.
he had that Next Generation group.
Yep.
Jack Evans and all
Yep.
that. And Alex Shelley.
Yep.
And there was one more. But then the tag team title match, as we talked about earlier.
Yep.
Dash and Dawson
Yep.
taking on Chad Gable and Jason Jordan.
That's a given. Champions pull over.
I think the champion's going to go
Yeah.
over, but I think this match is going to be great. I bet it goes 25 minutes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Dash and Dawson,
They're a great team.
they're an
really are.
unbelievable tag team.
Yeah.
And they're great workers together.
Yes.
So with them losing to Gable and Jordan, I think it's their way of
Moving up.
moving up.
Yeah, I hope so, because one of these teams does need to move up. They need to bring up another tag team. Vaudevillains are doing pretty decent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The fans, I couldn't believe how they're
Oh.
buying them.
They hate the hell out of them.
Yeah, but it's good, though, in a good way.
Listen, remember
They're
what I
not
told
in a
you?
bad way,
Remember
like
what I told
Eva
you?
Marie.
Remember what I said to you, brother? The hardest thing in the world is to have them love you.
Yeah.
The easiest thing in the world is to have them
Yes.
hate you.
Right.
So they're doing a great job at it.
Yeah, they are.
So hats off to them, definitely.
I definitely expect this match to be really good.
Yep.
Then they have the women's title match, as we talked about earlier.
Asuka.
Asuka defends the title versus Nia Jax. You're going to say Asuka?
I would say Asuka.
I'm going to say Asuka, too, because I'm in love with her.
Yep.
I know I keep saying it, but I can't help it. I'm in love with her.
All right, here we
All right.
go.
And
Here we go.
in a steel cage match.
Here we go.
For the NXT heavyweight title, Samoa Joe defending the title against Finn Balor.
All right, you first.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
I can never root against it. I can't.
Plus,
The guy's awesome.
you know why? because the club's back together.
Yes.
So as Finn comes up,
Yeah.
I think what they probably, my opinion,
Yep.
I think they're going to start doing some, oh, this is what he told us to do. He told us to go after John Cena. He
That
told
would
us
be
to do
good.
this. He. Who the hell
Who's
is he? Who's he? And all of a sudden, boom.
And now then it's known as the Balor Club.
Correct.
They already trademarked it.
Correct. They already did that.
Yep.
They're the club right now.
Yep.
And then, oh, he told us to go after you.
Right.
He told us to come after this.
Who
He
is
told us
he?
to do this. Who is he? Who is he? And finally, I'm telling you, one night they're going to attack someone or whatever's going to happen,
I
or they're
like
going to
it.
come out.
I
And
like
there
it.
goes the music, and there
Yep.
comes Finn Balor's going to come out as the Balor
You
Club.
should be writing for him, because I'll tell you right now, some of the stuff you come up with just on this show alone, seriously, I pop huge for it. And I really do believe that a lot of people would.
Well, you know what?
know?
Hopefully Triple H's dad and uncle are watching this,
Yeah.
and you can tell Paul that now I got a good mind. I
Yeah.
worked with Paul Heyman for a long
We'll
time,
we'll get Rich in there first, too. We'll get Rich in there.
Oh, Rich is the announcer for WWE.
Are you kidding me?
Forget it.
I would love to see
Forget
that.
about it.
I would pop just as big for that as I
You
would for any wrestler.
better believe it.
I mean it.
Better
I'm
believe
not
it.
just saying that, really. That was a thrill to have him on the show, honestly.
I've been friends with Rich for so long, and it was just so nice to have him here, you
Right.
know? Definitely just awesome
it really
to have him
was.
here.
And I'm sure we can get him again down the line.
Definitely.
I know he will. He's a great guy. So that's going to be NXT TakeOver.
Can't wait.
What's that?
Can't wait.
Oh, me too.
Can't wait,
Next
man.
Wednesday on the WWE Network, and I can't wait for it either. It's going to be incredible. The one thing I'm wondering about, though, Derek, is when are we going to see Chris Gerard? When are we
I
going
know.
to see Rich Swann?
What's going on?
You know, bring some guys up so we can see these guys on TV.
You know, maybe
I want to see Rich.
maybe this
too.
is the reason for pushing, excuse the
Right.
terminology, pushing some guys out
Right.
to bring some of the newer guys in,
They
which
need
is
to.
great.
Right.
We need that anyway.
Yeah.
We need that. That's what they do on the Shuckin' and Jivin'. Plus,
Right.
with what's going on with the brand split,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, you like
How
me
you
now.
doing? Forget about it.
How you doing?
How you doing? And
My haters.
the
Couple of
split,
haters.
a couple of haters, and the split also goes down to NXT.
Right.
So, with Bayley doing what she's doing right now, and I think Asuka's going to hold the title for a while because Bayley's got to fight her one more time because she's
Right.
got her rematch clause.
Right. Because they have never touched since.
No,
then, right?
and Naya's not ready for the main stage yet.
No, I don't think she is either.
Not ready at
She
all.
will be, though, down the line.
You
There's
know,
no doubt.
As long as she keeps training and doing her thing that she's doing,
Yeah.
trust me, they'll bring her up to the main stage. But right now, what they're doing with her, I thought was a good move.
Right.
Me, myself, personally, I definitely would have wrote it that way because you need the monster.
Right.
Again, I'm not saying that derogatory.
No, not at all. I think they should know by now.
Okay, good. I
Yeah,
don't
I
want
think
anyone to
so.
think that I'm saying that, because she's an overweight girl or so on
Right.
and so forth.
It's
No.
nothing to do with that. It's
Nope.
playing the monster heel
It's just,
role.
like, for instance, my friend Kia,
Yeah.
which-
she played a great monster
which
heel.
everybody knows was Awesome Kong in
Yes.
TNA
Incredible.
and Karma
in the WWE.
over in WWE.
And she's
So
awesome. Good people.
Kia is 6'1",
Yeah.
267 pounds.
Yeah. Could kill both of us at the same time.
And I've almost been killed by her.
Yeah. I
Okay?
believe it.
So I didn't say she's a monster because of what she looks like.
Right.
I think she's a monster in the ring.
Of course.
And they used her as that
Right.
persona,
Right.
which is what I mean by Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nia Jax is the bigger girl of the NXT/WWE.
She's the biggest one in
She
it right
definitely
now.
is, you know. So we need the monster gimmick,
Yeah.
and that's her.
Right.
Definitely.
And it definitely, so, you know, any women out there, if you're getting upset about that, I think he's explained it plenty of times
I hope
enough
so.
to know that
I hope so.
it's not derogatory
Not
when
at
he
all.
says that, because
No, it's a wrestling terminology.
that's all it is. And she is just wicked pretty. There's no doubt. I mean,
Look at her bloodline.
right, exactly.
Look at her bloodline.
Yeah.
Come on.
So that's the NXT takeover. The end. There's our results that we're, how we think it's going to go. And I guess next week we'll be able to talk about it because we tape on Thursdays
That's
and the
right.
show's Wednesday.
It'll be Wednesday night.
But there's something like, excuse me, been a long day.
You're doing-
I
forget
got up.
about
I
it.
got up wicked early. I got up wicked early today, so I'm kind of tired. I almost yawned there.
Right.
But the other night, 3 nights ago, right? Yeah, 3 nights ago on Monday Night Raw,
Mhm.
we had the return of John Cena, another
Yes.
hometown boy.
Yep.
West Newbury, Massachusetts.
Yep.
He comes out. Fans went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them booing him, half of them cheering him.
Doing
But
their thing.
again, but everybody was doing something.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It
Yep.
wasn't like low boos
Yep.
and low cheers. It was high on both ends.
It was great.
When John Cena comes out, you either love him or you hate him, and you let him know it.
Yep.
It's the truth.
Yep.
They really do.
Gotta believe it.
And I think that's great. I really do. And Cena probably loves it too, you know. But he comes out, and AJ comes out.
Which I thought was like, whoa.
Yeah, I kind of saw it coming though when I saw that. You know what I mean? Because earlier in the show, in the last couple of weeks, AJ has been telling Gallows and Anderson, Doc Gallows, Luke Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson that he wants to do things on his own. You do your thing, I do my thing.
Yep.
And so Styles comes down and he compliments John Cena.
Yep.
And everything he said was right.
He was on the money.
He was right.
Yep.
People say you don't have, you're not a good wrestler, but I see you come in and time out and put on a great match.
Yep.
And that's the truth. I don't care what anybody says about Cena. And you hear from people all the time, people that hate Cena, he can't wrestle. Baloney.
Right, exactly.
That guy can wrestle. Does everything look perfect? No, but a lot of guys, everything doesn't look. Not everyone can wrestle like AJ Styles.
No.
Am I right?
No, you're right.
I mean, really?
But when it comes to like stuff like that with Cena, for instance, let's start at the top, we'll call it, and work our way down. You got people like The Rock, Hulk Hogan,
Right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. These guys weren't huge into wrestling moves.
Right.
I mean, Stone Cold was a real professional wrestler. If you watch him in WCW, stuff like that.
All the way back to world class.
But exactly,
That's where it started.
with the long blonde hair, with his
Stunning Steve.
Stunning Steve. It's the fact of the matter of when you go to work for WWE and stuff happens, like for instance his neck, his knees, they put a limit on what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And that's what they did. Hulk Hogan only had, what they call him? They call him the Big Five.
Yeah.
Forever.
5 big moves.
The
yeah.
5 big
That's
moves.
it. And one of the moves was hitting the ropes.
That's right, exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's the truth.
if you Google anything or YouTube anything about John Cena from back in the day, you can see him. He's great chain, great worker, but they put you in a position in the WWE where you have to do what you're told.
Right.
And forever, and we talked about this forever about how you and I feel about work and shut up.
Yep.
Cena is the same way. I've actually sat with his father and John
Right.
and hear him, okay.
He does whatever he's told. That's awesome.
You
That's
hear
a great.
You hear
It's
the
a great company.
it really
man.
is too, and you can tell the Mizarks are like, oh, this and that, and okay, yep, all right, yep, and we'll be having dinner or something, and he'll go, yeah. Still come over and ask me for an autograph, though, didn't he? He still said this, he still said that. They're still talking to you, they're still thinking about you.
Right.
So whether you're not doing this or you are doing this,
Right.
you're still that name, you're still that person. So there's certain things you can do. Do I think this match, well, if there's going to be a match with AJ and John,
We ain't got there
exactly.
yet. We didn't get to that match yet.
But is there
But-
going to be a match?
I don't know. Well, as they talked over and over again, they went back and forth.
Right.
And then Gallows and Anderson came down.
Yep.
And AJ went to the side of Cena and was all ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
They said, let's go, us against you. Cena takes his shirt off, throws it around, and AJ nails him.
Good.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was.
It really was.
Yep.
Again, I mean, I think Cena's great for the company. I thought that was a great segment.
Yep.
And they put the boots to him. And
Yep.
then the only thing I didn't like about it, though, is how he went back to the ring 4 or 5 times. He didn't have to. Honestly, it was
Yeah.
overkill.
Yeah.
It was overkill. Here you are doing things. What about earlier in the night when who came down the ring and didn't even talk?
Oh my God, Seth Rollins.
That was the worst segment I've ever seen.
What is going on over there,
He
man?
comes down the ring and he doesn't say a word.
He keeps doing this gimmick.
And he pretends. And, I'm sorry, but you know what? Something. It was like a 10-minute segment, and if you ask me, it went 9 minutes too long because there was no touching. You know what I mean?
It was nothing.
Right. That's what I mean. It went 9 minutes too long. But to get back to the Cena and
Yeah.
AJ thing, AJ would leave the ring, start walking up the ramp, jump back in the ring,
Pummeling him
pound
some
it,
more. Yep.
humbling him,
Yep.
and leave the ring, and then come back. And he did it like 4 times. I think it
So,
was 4 times.
3 or 4, whatever it was. Then
Right.
finally the 4th, let's call it the 4th time, Gallows and Anderson come in and pull him off, and that's
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Stop
enough.
now.
Right.
And you can see John playing the gimmick
Yep.
and so on and so forth. But it's, I don't know. I'm hoping that they're going to move that in the correct direction because
Right.
AJ Styles is a worker.
Yes.
And I know AJ is really appreciative of his new contract where he
Right.
works.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that AJ, because knowing especially how long he worked for Impact TNA and how bad they treated him,
Right. He's looking forward to this match.
of course he is.
Big time.
Whether you, like I use the terminology, brother, give him the shovel against the tide
That's right.
or whatever you want him to do,
Yep.
he will do it. And that's the kind of person AJ is.
Right.
Never mind an unbelievable worker.
Yeah, probably the best wrestler in the world.
The-
The only guy that, honestly and truthfully, in my eyes, that comes close to him is Jay Lethal.
Yes. Better believe it.
Right now, the
Yep.
two best workers in all of wrestling. Nothing
Correct.
against Seth Rollins or
Nope.
anybody else.
Nope.
But in my eyes, those are the two best
Right there.
wrestlers.
Yep.
And
And I will give you that.
And I'll tell you, I had Sarah's picture taken with Jay Lethal and Lowell when Jay wrestled on. It was the Indies. He was wrestling for Collision Pro Wrestling.
Okay,
and
yep.
I was a ring announcer and stuff. And that's one of my favorite pictures. I just posted it up on Facebook the other day, and it's just a picture that I love because, you know, I've known Jay since 2002.
Right.
And I've watched him go from the bottom
Mm-hmm.
to the top.
Yep.
And it's amazing. He's the same guy.
Yes, of course.
He's the same guy. But so I don't know when Cena and AJ is going to have their match. I
Right.
don't think it's going to be right away.
No.
I think
Build
Cena,
up, build
I,
up.
I think Cena's going to be hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe for a week or two.
This
and
or
then-
that.
Yeah, and they'll build it up. I'm thinking SummerSlam.
Oh,
That's what I think.
that'd be
I
perfect,
think-
actually.
Yeah, I think it's going to be at SummerSlam.
That's a great build-up.
Yeah, it is. I think that's perfect, right?
Yes.
Month and a half, 2 months,
Yep.
6, 8 weeks.
Perfect.
Right?
Yes.
And it's going to be a hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about how Cena, you know, like Hulk has 5 moves. Cena has a hell of a lot more than 5.
Of course he does.
I love it. He's got the STF for a
Yep.
finisher. He's got that leg drop from the top rope.
Yep.
You know, and doesn't he? He has that jumping backwards from the second
Oh,
rope
my God.
stunner.
I
mean,
don't-
where the hell did he come up with that?
I don't know if
That never looks perfect.
No.
It's, you know how hard it must be to make that thing look
to
perfect?
make it look good anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why he does that, but it was probably, you know, he doesn't come up with a lot of moves because he
No.
probably, you know, there's been so many wrestling moves. He probably obviously takes them
Mm-hmm.
from somebody. He probably said, "I've never seen that before."
Right.
You
Right.
know, I give him credit for trying it though. I
Definitely,
really do.
definitely.
And again, it was great to see Cena back with again his new merchandise because he sells so much merchandise.
God.
You constantly are changing up his stuff every 2 months because he sells the most. You can't blame him for that.
No.
either.
Why would you?
You know what I mean? There's a lot of money to be made at the WWE in merchandise. I mean, I have friends of mine that only take their kids to the WWE,
Events,
and I tell them, "You're nuts."
Yeah. They're
You know?
missing out big, man.
A couple of friends of mine went to Manchester, wherever SmackDown was the last time. It was either in Boston or Manchester. And they sat way, way, way up there. The tickets were like $65.
That's ridiculous.
They didn't meet a single wrestler.
Didn't see a single thing.
Yeah, you didn't get an autograph.
Nope.
You didn't get a picture.
Nope.
I go to these independent shows, and I know which ones to go to.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I wish I could go to every independent show.
I know.
I really do. I really wish I could, but I can't, you know? I'd love to get to a New England Championship Wrestling show and see Sheldon. I would absolutely love it. I just don't have time. I can't go to every show.
You know.
But I do got to get there, though.
Yeah.
Because Sheldon's a great guy. And I
One of-
definitely want him on the
wonderful
show.
person.
He's got his real quick, he's got his, the Iron 8's coming up again.
I
This
know.
is like the 9th one or something
God,
like that, or 8th or 9th
You got all these
one.
guys coming in.
And it's going to be a good show.
Unbelievable.
I definitely will. We'll definitely, when the show's over, we'll definitely talk about the results and
Yeah.
stuff. And we'll have to work on getting up there to see him, dude. We really
You know,
should go together.
speaking of being pissed off,
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah.
and I'm going to shoot for a minute.
All right.
All
Here
right.
we go.
I'm going to shoot. You
I know what he's going to be doing.
You know, this whole UWF thing with Pat Dillon.
UFO.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's how aggravated I am.
Right.
Because Pat does a great thing over there,
Yes, he does. A great thing.
and you've got this Mama Luke,
Yep.
this thief over there,
Yeah.
stealing titles and doing his thing. Listen, I'll be the biggest heel you want me to be. That's great. That's fine. But you know what? Don't play a heel.
He's a bully.
And he's a bully.
Bullying me.
Right. You know what I mean? So Brian Malonis been the world champion over
Love you,
there
Brian.
for 115 years, whatever it is. He's a great worker. You know what? I really hope that match goes the way it's supposed to go, but I would really like to see this Amadeus kind of tune him up a little bit. I want to see him tune up Malonis a little bit. I'd like
Yeah.
to see that. Well, it kind of aggravates me that you try to put your hand out and someone smacks it.
Right.
You know, don't smack my hand.
Right.
We have a show here for a reason.
Right.
We talk about professional wrestling for a reason.
Right.
Don't smack my hand when I put it out. Pat Dillon, do me a favor. Tell this Amadeus kid that we're looking for him now.
Uh-oh.
I want him. I want to know what is going on with him. I want to know it. I want him to sit here and tell me what's going on.
And on top of that, I promise you this, Aaron Amadeus, Brian, whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce your last name.
Forget
If
about
you're
it.
as good as you say you are, I promise to put you over right here.
No problem.
I have no problems doing it. If you can prove me wrong and prove to me you're as good a wrestler as you say you are, I promise you this. I'll shake your hand. You probably won't even want to shake my hand. Whatever. But I'll put you over and say you're as good as you are. I really will. Pat, we'll see you at the show. Like I said to you the other day, I'm going to be bringing a grab bag for your raffle.
Excellent.
I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. It's Isaiah's birthday that day. So maybe we can get everyone to sing happy birthday. We'll embarrass the little kid because should have seen what he did to me, Pat. When we're off, when I see you next time, remind me to tell you about what Isaiah did to me. You know what he did to me,
I
right?
did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but when it comes to what this match is going to be, man, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a fight because I know Amadeus. I've actually, you know what? I eliminated Amadeus in a battle royal.
Oh, how do you like that, Amadeus?
Do you like fruit? Where are you? You like fruit?
Gee,
How you like them apples?
Nice.
I
love
eliminated
fruit.
him.
I love
Okay? I eliminated him. So you know what?
Nice.
I want him to sit here and talk to me about what's going on over there.
Sounds
all right?
good to me. You know what? Brian Malonis, I'd love to have you on too, really. I'm a big fan of yours, always have been.
Definitely.
You know, we'll probably have to get some different seats because you're a big boy.
A small guy.
Yeah.
Small guy.
But listen, I think that's it. You want to plug anything tonight?
I think we're good, bro. I think
All
we
right.
did our
How
thing
about
tonight.
we plug one thing? Let's go Red Sox. Keep it up.
Yeah, keep up
All right?
the good work.
Keep up the good work. They
Definitely.
lost last night 13-9.
Definitely.
But Mookie Betts, Jackie Bradley, Xander Bogaerts, Big Papi, David Price.
Look at the
love you guys.
Look at the home runs.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Keep
Mookie
it going.
Betts hit,
Keep it going.
Mookie Betts hit 5 home runs and 7 at-bats in the last 2 days.
That's what I'm talking about.
Unbelievable.
It's all good stuff, man.
Unbelievable.
Boston sports.
Yeah.
Title town, baby.
Title Town. That's it from us. Peace.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.